So this is the second part, because the camera was stopped. I make now second part. I was finished there, that I was trying to help my girlfriend Szuhanek Aliz, that the father not kill her, but no police, nobody was help me. And in Hungarian, in that time, was not exist the organization who help Familien victims. As in Germany, the Jugendamt, this organization was not exist, just police and lawyers, but they was not help. They say that in Hungary is no law, that the men can rape and hit everybody. So Aliz was a victim, and she was very young, and the father was trying to kill her and always hit her, and no police, nobody helped. And I was just know that Aliz was in the Catholic Church. And then I think maybe I spoke with the priest, because the priest must know the law. Even when the Gentile Nazi police and the Gentile state not know the law and make every shit what is forbidden, then I was think I go to the Catholic Church. And Aliz was very young, and she told me that she go every Sunday in the church, and she told me the priest name, what was her priest, and I asked the priest for help. I say, priest, maybe I'm a Jew, I'm not a Catholic, but I know the law, and you have here a child. This child suffer, the father is alcoholic, and every day the father hit the child and break the arm, and very, very evil things he do. Please spoke with the child father, because Aliz have asthma, Aliz not can spoke and must go to lodopegus, she have many trauma. She will try to kill her own father because she suffer. This is not normal what the state make without law with the children. And the priest himself was told me that the father can make with his own child what he want, and I must go home, and he will not help. So this church not belong to God. No. Read Hosea 4. Priest, I will judge you, because you must teach the law what is forbidden and what is not forbidden. And this is not written that the father can rape and hit and kill his own child. And why you not teach the law as a priest what is forbidden and what not? And this is not a priest's behavior to told that the father can every shit make with the own family. Therefore, I judge this fucking Catholic Church, because they belong to a Nazi mental sick regime, but not to God. In Hungary, every child suffer, every woman suffer from mental sick, alcoholic and Nazi fathers. And then they think that they are holy because they go in the Catholic Church, but when they go out from the church, they kill, rape and lie and make every shit. And this not belong to God. And when you read the Hosea 4, that on the end time God will judge every priest who not teach the law and teach false laws. So I decide in that time no help was come. Every day just cry my girlfriends. I suffer. I see so many victims in Hungary. I was so many victims in Hungary, and I cannot help. Every woman suffer, every child suffer. Everywhere where I was go or talk with children in the school, they just cry and hate their own family. And I decide that I will go the diploma as a social psychologist, and I try to help and wrote about this behavior. And in the university, the Nazi teachers himself was hit me 5 years just because I wrote about God and His law and make religious painting and such things. The Nazi teacher was trying to kill me just because I belong to God. Therefore, I must always go to deacon. The deacon was the only one, because he was very old, who was helped me in that time. And the decan, the doctor from the university, was himself told me that this Unio is now wronger as in Nazi regime, where is no law, is wronger as in Sodom and Gomorrah, and they are all, this new generation are mental sick. He tried to help me, but the decan was told me when I become the diplom, I must go back to Germany because Hungarian is very evil, maybe Germany is better. It's very sad to told a woman you must go out from a country because in this country is no law. They can kill and rape women and hit and rape and lie and steal, and this is not normal. But after the diploma I was working in a three kind of school as a social psychology. I become the diploma, and then I have papers. I begin to work as a social psychologist and a teacher. And I was working in three kind of schools: a school of a gymnasium, a school of Agraruniversität where we make economy plans, and a school of sick children where they was need a psychologist. And I want to talk now about just on this school where I was working as a psychologist. There was many kind of children. All the children have trauma. They not can read, not can speak. They was have a trauma, and the director was say, I must look what is the problem. And I begin to work. I have the papers are not lie. And one child was very exciting for me. She was 8 years old, a woman, 8 years old, and she can writing very good but not talk. And because I was study also art psychology, that when children draw, I can read their mind with drawing. I was learning it also. I use this kind of therapy. We draw a lot of things. And then I was realized that when the child draw, and because the child not talk, I watch the drawing, and she always draw the father, that the father are evil and such thing, and I was call the mother, and I want to talk with the mother. The mother come, and I just question the mother, what's happened, when was the last day when he lost his talking, his voice, what was happened? The mother say she was not burned so, she was a very good child, she talked, but last Christmas when she go in shop, and the children was alone with the father, and when he returned, this child was in the garage and not speak anymore. And I was questioned that the father is maybe aggressive or alcoholic, and she say this is not the real father, this is a new friend from her, and maybe he drink sometimes. She was not with him, she was going in a shop, and when he returned, the children was in the garage and cry but not talk anymore. And I will show the mother the pictures that the children always draw that the father was hit her and make evil things, rape her, and I was say that this man is evil, please divorce, because this is not good for the child when she must live with the evil father. And she say that she not believe that the father makes such things, the new friend, and in Hungarian man can do everything. And then I talk with the director. I say to the director that this child have a trauma because the new father rape her and hit her, and this is not good when this child live with the same man together, and the trauma will not become better when this child must live with this evil man. I cannot heal so when I cannot help that the children become a new family. and the director said to me I must shut up because in Hungarian is no law, no help for children. I must give the children every day tablets, and maybe from these tablets the children forget the things, but I cannot help the child. And I see many children suffer for their own father, and I cannot help. And therefore I wrote books. I wrote books as a social psychologist. What kind of system is this in the state that fathers and men can hit and rape their own children? I was wrote about this. I cannot help as a social psychologist because no law exists in the state, and I was judged the state in my books for this. And then the Nazi police, because I wrote about these things, Nazi police told me, and the director told me from the school, when I not deleted these books, they cut my documents, and they not allowed that I work as a teacher. And I was questioned the police and the director of what kind of side they are, why they not have children who suffer. This is not good that everybody say in a system that the fathers, the men can rape, hit and kill, and no help is here. Why they not do anything against this kind of this system? And everybody just say shut up, shut up. They worship the satanistic Nazi state, and I must shut up. And they cut my documents. And then I suffer 7 years in a wood without documents, without human rights, just because I want to have children as a diploma teacher. And then the state, the Nazi state, phoned me, and all this telephone talking I have on dictaphone, and then they say why I wrote about this, who I am. And I say I'm a normal woman who was studying psychology, and I saw that every child suffer for this system. Why they make such system? Why is no law in this system? And then the state told me on telephone that they are Nazis and satanistic, they worship Satan. This is their hobby, to rape children. They talk very evil shit things on telephone, that they drink their blood on satanistic ritual, that they become younger skin and such thing, and I must shut up. This is the state that they can make every evil shit what they want, and God not exist. And then they told me, when I not deleted my books, they try to poison at me because God not exists. They hate God. So I have this on telephone talking. I go with my neighborhood to the lawyer in Hungarian. I judge the government with this telephone talking, and because they cut my documents, just because I want to help with the law suffering children. And 7 years was the judgment, Kurt, 7 years. And nobody helped me. Everybody say, yes, the state can make every shit, they can kill and rape, I must shut up, they not help. What's this? So it's mean that in this system a law and police and a court become there for money, that they save murderers, rapers and sinners. They become money to break the law and help murders. This system not belong to God. This system not belong to normal humans. And I emigrated out from this Mentasic Sodoma Nazi land in Hungarian after 7 years as a diploma teacher here in Stuttgart, and I just tried to work, but now I suffer 4 years here also, and the same is happening here also. I must shut up as a diploma teacher just because I belong to God and believe in the law, and they telling lies that I'm a Polish person even when I'm a German, Hebrew, and they not give me human rights more than 10 years. And no help, no law is here, everywhere. I was in Genf, in Strasbourg, in Den Haag, everywhere I ask for help. I'm a diploma teacher and I was just wrote about the law, and try to help suffering children, and they cut my documents. No humanrihgt for a diplomteacher. What's this for a system? Because fantastic murderers sit on the state who kill and eat children and rape children. Because this is the truth. This world belongs to fantastic bitches and murders, but not to a normal woman. Because when there is no law, and when a normal woman as a diplomteacher not can work and just suffer and emigrate everywhere just because she believes in God and the law and try to help, and everybody hit me because I'm not a primitive bitch, because I want to help suffering victims, and no help, no law. In every country they say shut up. When the last day come, God will not forgive them, nobody. Because when Nazis and murderers sit in Moses' chair in the court and then say to a victim, you must shut up, go away. And therefore they become money. This is against God, Allah. The court, what God give the law, must help a victim and must prison at such fantastic murders. But they not do it. They just told the victim, shut up, and I must suffer, and they save such murders and rapers and satanistic people. Yes. And when the state, the police and every law become there for money to save such men who are evil and not can help with the law a victim who just want to work as a diplomteacher and try to help, this system I was wrote not belong to God. This is wronger as in Hitler's system. The fourth kingdom, the New World Order, is a satanistic kingdom who against God's law. What Daniel also saw. And here is no law, nowhere. And I just want to talk this, but in German language I can talk better. This is real happen. I have all the documents, I have all the witnesses, I have all the telephone talking, what was happened. I was never do anything wrong. I just worship God and His law from childhood and want to work as a diplomteacher and try to help suffering children and victims. And because I worship God and His law, and because I want to help suffering victims as a psychologist, they make my life shit and phone me. I must shut up because the state worships Satan and they can do such evil things. I have this on telephone talking. And then I question, because where is the law? Why they banned Catholic Church? And the Catholic Church himself told me they will not help because they worship satanistic murder. They will not help. And no religious organization help. That it's just because their religion is nothing. Because this is not religion. There is no law, there is no God, just Satan. Thank you.